Hi, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel, JK Star A Reader. Today I'm doing my January TBR. These are the plans that I have for reading for the first month of 2023. So let's get going. The first book I have to show you, it is Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno Garcia. So I've read two other books by this author. The first book was Signal to Noise, and the second book was The Beautiful Ones. So now I am going on to my third book by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and it is Gods of Jade and Shadow. So I've been meaning to get to reading the little collection that I have of Silvia Moreno Garcia books, and this seemed to be the logical next step in my reading. So yeah, this book, as it says on the back cover, it says, a young woman and a Mayan death god embark on a life-changing journey in this one-of-a-kind fairy tale inspired by Mexican folklore. The Jazz Age is a time of daring dances and fast music, but not for Cassiopeia Tun. She is stuck in her dusty small town, performing menial chores, until the day when she opens a curious box and accidentally frees an imprisoned deity. Yeah, that's just a little bit of what it says on the back cover, so hopefully that gives you a sense of what the book is about. I am definitely looking forward to reading this book in the first month of 2023. The next book I have to show you, it is Descendant of the Crane by Joan He. So this is a debut book by Joan He. I've been meaning to get around to reading this book, and I finally have a chance in January. And so I am reading this book rather than listening to the audiobook, which I have found on Spotify. But for some reason, I am not really into audiobooks these days, so I found this new edition with the new artwork that is different from when the book was released. And so I found this one day when I went to a big box bookstore in my city, and I was anticipating in getting this novel, and I was glad to have been able to find this book there. And so I am definitely looking forward to reading this book by Joan He. The next book on my TBR for January, it is Count Zero by William Gibson. So this is the next book in the series that begins with Neuromancer. And so this is a series that started off the cyberpunk genre for many people who are readers of this subsection of sci-fi. And so I've been meaning to get around to reading the second book in the Sprawl trilogy, I guess. And so there is a new television adaptation called The Peripheral, which is a book that was more recently published, but I still am trying to make my way through the back catalog books by William Gibson. So this is the next book that is on my list. So yeah. The next book that I have on my TBR, it is Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. So I've been in the mood of reading books that have to do with travel and colonialism and history. And so this is a book that I've had for a few years now, and finally I am getting around to reading it. So far, it reads like an old story of sailors and adventurers based on the few pages that I have read of this book. but I'm sure there is more to it, and so I am going to make time and effort to reading this book in the near future, hopefully. And one more book. This is my second last book of the video. This book is Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse. So I've been meaning to get around to reading Rebecca Roanhorse, and this is the one physical book that I have in my collection. I believe I have Black Sun as an ebook, and so this is a book that I am starting with her debut sci-fi novel, I guess. And so I'll just read you a little bit of what it says to give you a better sense of what the book is about. So here goes. It says, while most of the world has drowned beneath the sudden rising waters of climate apocalypse, Dineta, formerly the Navajo Nation, the Navajo Reservation, has been reborn. The gods and heroes of legend walk the land, but so do monsters. So yeah, that's a little bit of what it says. Hopefully that is intriguing to you. It certainly is intriguing to me, so yeah. And one more book to show you. This is Saints of Big Harbor by Lynn Cody. So I've been meaning to getting around to reading more books by Canadian authors, and so both Sylvia Moreno Garcia and Lynn Cody live in Canada, so that's 2 out of 6 books in this video. So yeah, and this is a book by Lynn Cody, who has been recognized as a noteworthy author through Canadian Literary Awards, and so this is a book that I look forward to reading fairly soon. It is a book from years ago when Lynn Cody was still new on the scene, and it takes place in Nova Scotia. So yeah, and I think I started reading this last year, but didn't get around to making more progress than a few pages or so. So hopefully this time around in January, I will make this a priority in my reading. So that's it for me for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!